Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever asked yourself, soprabito or sovrabito? Sovraccarico or sopracarico? Don't worry, you are not alone. Those two are very similar prefixes and they can be confusing. So today we're going to be clearing up all doubts on sopra and sovra. Now, keep in mind that both of these prefixes do exist, okay? But they are used differently depending on the context, okay? They're not too difficult. But if you want to have all of this beautifully written out, you know that you can download everything for free. Check the link that you find below this video. Let's look at the prefix sovra, so with a V. Sovra is mostly formal, technical, I would even say scientific, okay? It gives a sense of excess or like going beyond a limit, okay? If you want to find an idea in English, I would go with super. So like a super version of something. Think of beyond. Let's look at these words. Sovraccarico, it's an overload, so something extra. Sovrappeso, overweight, so you're going up, up, up beyond what is considered an okay weight. Sovrastruttura, like a superstructure. So sovra is all about going beyond physically or obviously also figuratively, okay? Sopra with a P is I would say like a more informal, more casual, more of an everyday kind of word or prefix, I would say, to use. And it's different because it talks about a position of something. So sopra means on top or above. So it's the Italian prefix to say that something is above or on top of something. Sopra. For example, soprammobile. That's a decorative object that you put on top of a piece of furniture. So physically it goes on top. And we've merged two words to identify that item. For example, l'angioletto è un soprammobile che mi ha regalato Cinzia. So in this sentence, I'm talking about that little angel that's sitting on top of, I don't know, the mantelpiece. And that little thing is called soprammobile because usually you put it on top of a furniture. Same thing with the word soprabito. Abito gives you an idea of clothing, something that you put on top of clothes. What is that? A coat. Okay? Prendo il soprabito perché fa freddo. So I'm taking my coat because it's cold. So a coat is something you put on top of clothes. Sopra abito. Also these. Sopracciglia. Sopracciglia are the eyebrows. Sopra means on top. Ciglia means lashes. So what is on top of your eyelashes? Your eyebrows. Sopracciglia. You also have the word soprannome, which means nickname. It's as if it's a name given to you on top of your own name. Okay? For example, il soprannome di Federico è Chicco. So he has a name, Federico. On top of that, we call him Chicco. So in this case, you have physically and conceptually something on top of something else. Okay? As a quick review, sovra, more than usual, over the limit. Think of super. Sopra, on top of. So something above something else, physically and conceptually. Now, I want to help you also with the spelling, so I will give you two quick spelling tips. The first one looks at consonant doubling. When you have sovra or sopra, and those join another word that starts with a consonant, the consonant often doubles. For example, take these two words. We'll be joining sovra and carico. Since we have carico that begins with a consonant, we need to double that consonant. So you will have sovra carico. You're putting 2 C's. Same thing with sopra plus valutare. Valutare begins with a consonant, so you're doubling that consonant when you're adding the prefix sopra. Sopravvalutare. You also have a vowel drop. So when the word starts with a vowel, the vowel usually is taken away. So it disappears. Let's look at some example. Let's take these 2 words as example. You have sovra plus abbondante. Abbondante begins with a vowel. You take that vowel away and you basically keep the vowel of sovra. So if you merge the 2, you will have sovrabbondante. You're not obviously going to double the vowel. That's usually not something common in Italian anyways. Same thing with sopra plus abito. Soprabito, you notice that I'm not doubling the vowel. I'm dropping it off, okay? Of course, you can have exceptions, okay? We're talking about Italian language. Italian is full of exceptions. For example, sovratensione. In this case, you're not doubling the T. So you have sovra, tensione. It doesn't become sovratensione, but it's sovratensione. Why do we do that? Because we love to confuse people. Also ourselves. Okay, so this was a very quick video on using these 2 Italian prefixes. I hope it helps you. Let me know in the comments. Please remember to sign up to my channel. It's completely free for you and it really helps me. Grazie. Ciao.